Good day, everyone. Today we're going to talk about By Any Other Name, composed by Sansa Ramarao. And before we focus on my reflection and analysis on this written literature, first let us read the summary. For the exposition, the story opens with the narrator Santa, later renamed Cynthia, recalling her and her sister Primila's first day at an Anglo-Indian school in Zorinabad, India. Their names are changed by the headmistress to Cynthia and Pamela, highlighting the cultural imposition of British colonialism. For the rising action, Santa experiences a sense of detachment from her new name Cynthia and the school's British customs. She doesn't feel connected to the identity imposed on her. The school's environment is culturally alien to the sisters. They observe the differences between themselves and the Anglo-Indian students, particularly during lunch and games. Premila and Sansa encounter subtle forms of racial discrimination as they are treated differently from the British students, reflecting colonial attitude. For the climax, it occurs when Premila comes to Santa's classroom, upset after her test. She informs Santa that the Indian students were seated at the back of the classroom, with desks separating them, based on the assumption that Indians cheat. Premila firmly tells Santa, "We're going home," marking a moment of decisive resistance against the school's racism and cultural prejudice. The two sisters walk home in silence, and Santa follows Primilla without fully understanding the gravity of the situation, though she senses its importance. When they return home, their mother asks what happened. After Primilla explains the situation, their mother supports their decision and agrees that they will not return to school. For the denouement, the story concludes with Santa reflecting on the events. She acknowledges the duality of her identity, having been called Cynthia at school, but realizes that her true self remains unchanged. The experience has left her with a deeper understanding of her cultural identity and the challenges of assimilation. And from a reflection, when reading the written literature, I felt so sad as Sansa and Pamela felt the discrimination and actually feeling of not being included to the society. I reflected that society's nature is very cruel, where they can be mean, but correct to their own minds. And for my analysis, the written literature has a conflict of man versus society and man versus self. The story focuses on the main characters as they have conflicts on accepting by the society, even though they have to change their true selves by alienating their nature and true identity.